They say motorcycles are dangerous. I say they are far worse. They, the folks who give you that speech, you'd never catch me on a motorcycle. Those same people, they may be your friends, your family, your work colleagues, your doctor, your priest, your postman, your child's teacher, your bandmate, your lover, your brother, the mother of another, a delivery trucker, a ducker, a drug dealer's driver, sisters, friends, brothers, cousin, Rocksteady Eddie. Each one of them could be your Dark Reaper, because out there on the streets they change, man. They all can change. Things happen, the circuits break down, fuses blow, the mines burn up, and they won't even see it coming. You may not even recognize your closest friend out there on the mean streets. We all do it, we've all done it. The snap, the madman in a can. Some fool cuts in on you at the last minute, races down the left turn only lane to switch into the right. Bam! Straight in front of you. So late you have to anchor up hard. You hit the horn and come out with a barrage of 4-letter words that would make Quentin Tarantino blush blood red. Words you didn't even know you knew. Words that don't make sense. Words that have impossible meanings like you cocked it, you bullwank, twat, shit. Your mouth is like a heavy assault rifle because you knew he was coming. You looked in the mirror, you knew. You were on the trigger, ready to go, locked and loaded, pulling the pin out with your teeth, ready to throw that grenade. He may have kids in the car, but it's collateral damage. You don't have time to worry about trivial things like children. Let's give him hell, drag him out of the next lights, reenact the car door scene in Raging Bull. No. What about no? How do we learn to simply not care? Not even give a damn? Because on a motorcycle, we need to do just that. We are too vulnerable, too exposed. Cars are like tanks, and most importantly, we don't know who's behind the wheel. One thing is an absolute fact. There are more people on Earth right now than there have ever been before. There are more cars than ever before. My granddad left London's East End from Canning Town and moved to Oxford Road in Rochford, Essex in 1950. So just after World War II, which is what I call the more cinematic of the two world wars. When he moved into that road in 1950, he was the only person to own a car. I haven't counted the houses in Oxford Road, but there are over 100. Only one car at a time when cars had been in mass production for 42 years. It was a different world back then. I'm not saying they didn't have road rage, but come on, against who? Today, cars are like ants. Have you ever stood on a bridge and just watched a motorway hum? It makes me feel sick. It kills me inside. But it's what we gotta face every time we roll out. I'm sure some folks who live in really remote places are far less likely to get road rage on a daily basis. But for a lot of us, we are at war, and it's civil war. Our own countrymen are against us. Because people suck. People suck more when they have a steering wheel clutched in their hands. People suck more when they're in a big, powerful, expensive car, jeep or truck. The power, the entitlement overwhelms their soul. It twists the last bit of good out of them. They are just like Mickey Mallory, natural born killer. You cannot talk them down. A little sticker on the back of your motorcycle saying please keep your distance will not deter them. Hell, don't ever get that sticker. It will trigger them faster and make you a #1 target. So what do? How do we survive? How do we get through the day? We do nothing. It's harder than it sounds, and it takes superhuman strength. It takes a strong man or a strong woman to resist. To do absolutely nothing. No horn, no finger, no twat, tit, ball sucker escaping your bitter lips. Calm, zen, be the master, not the monster. Masterful, in control of your emotions. Be Obi-Wan. Just sit there without a care in the world, listening to the birds sing. As peaceful as Kane in Kung Fu. Just watching the bad guys be bad guys. If you don't, anything can happen. Things can turn fast. A guy I know got in a fight over a girl in Thailand. He ended up killing the other guy because the guy pulled out a knife on him. But the guy I know, he got 28 years. He went in when he was just 24 years old, and he got out a few years back. A little bit early, but he was almost 50. Now I know that was not road rage, but you never know who is carrying a knife. I know a lot of people will carry weapons in their car door. Knife, screwdriver, tire iron, hammer. The old classic baseball bat under the seat. You just don't know. And even if you're the toughest guy out there, are you ready to kill? Because you don't know if they will be. So learn to let go. They don't even have to have a weapon. They are in tanks, armoured vehicles. Once people lose their shit, there's no telling what they will do. There is a lot of stupid out there on mean streets. Even if they are not intentionally trying to kill you, doesn't mean they won't. How do we let go? I have definitely changed my riding style since travelling 2 Up. Maybe because I'm getting older, but probably more likely because I care far more about Lisa's life than mine. So how do we keep control? Well, I think about tomorrow. Do I want one? I think about my kids. I think about Lisa. I think about the blue sky of tomorrow, the next trip I'm planning, playing my guitar, eating homemade pancakes with cherry and cream and maple, sunrise, an unsung bird song, diving into an ocean after a hot ride, a mountain I ain't seen, a river I've yet to cross, a forest I've not yet slept in, rain on a warm day, sitting with my dog on my lap watching an old 70s movie I've seen 34 times and saying Burt Reynolds' lines before he does. But mostly I just think about tomorrow, and I'll let karma find that lunatic and deal with him or her as she sees fit. Take a look at the rage in their face. If you look closely, you'll probably feel sorry for them. They are living their life like that. They are probably like that on a daily basis. It must be awful. If you actually bother to take time to go over the brief picture in your mind, the snapshot of their screwed up face when they undertook you, study the snapshot. They wanted you to react. Their whole face is anger, rage, aggression. Or is it? Maybe it's sad, miserable, depressed. Maybe it's mental health. Maybe their life is completely screwed up. Financial stress, marital problems, the death of a loved one, a jealous rage, cancer. One thing it ain't you. They don't know you. They've never seen you before. It's something that is all their own. They slept with it, they woke with it, they eat it, they shit it, they live it. Let it kill them, not you. Let them suffer. No, wait. Sometimes I hope it'll work out for them. And sometimes I just don't. There are so many triggers. The coming up on the inside is a classic. But sometimes it's simple things like that car that just stops without indicating, just pulls up and lets a kid out, no warning. And the late guy leaves it to the last 5 yards to try and cut off the exit ramp off the motorway, no indication. It's for these people I rarely travel in the slow lane. There's too much going on in the slow lane. In the centre, I'm always overtaking the lorries, etc. I hop in and out of the fast lane if someone's just hanging out in the centre. But the slow lane, the inside lane, keep it. That's where the lion's share of shit happens. Those that come up onto the motorway slow and trying to join 70 mile per hour traffic at 40 mile per hour, you'll see it all in the slow lane. Then there's the red light jumper man. One of those nearly caught me out one day. I was lane splitting up to a red light. It turned green as I was 10 foot away. I dropped down and gave it a handful to pass the last pair of cars sitting at the front of the queue. As I raced out of the lights, some scaffolding lorry just ploughed through its own red light. I had to throw on both brakes so hard as not to hit them. All three guys laughed out the window, one even mouthed off. I hadn't even got to my horn. He still told me fuck off for nearly killing me in their lorry. Go figure that. I couldn't help but want to be Michael Douglas in Falling Down. I wanted to do the bazooka scene with that lorry. If I'd had a bazooka, I would have given chase and wiped them out in the next lights. I didn't have a bazooka. It's probably a good thing. Instead, I just kept going. I thought about it, and ever since, when I'm in the same situation, I look for the light jumpers harder. I mean, I saw that lorry and I did stop, but I should have anticipated it. Now, I always anticipate it's going to happen. I either have to do that or go and buy a bazooka. I live in the UK and I wouldn't even know where to find one. I did ask in the factory shop, but they said they were out. So anticipation is key. If you know they're going to do something stupid, it won't necessarily put you in danger. Give the light jumper room to jump. When the car races up the inside, don't speed up and close the gap. You'll be driving too close and putting yourself at risk. Slow down, give them the slot. It sounds nuts, but it actually makes them look like a dick. Kindness wins. Hate on hate just makes war. You win because you don't bite, you pay no mind. You're doing you, be kind to yourself. I'm putting a lot of blame on cars and vans, but let's not forget other bikers. They're definitely not all on your side. Although I'd say it's rarer than car rage, I've had a ton of aggressive bikers over the years. The obvious sticks with L plates. I'm not hating on L plate riders out here. There are those that are actually learning to ride. Keep it up, folks, it's worth it. Though I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the Ute, the Balaclava Brigade, the reckless, the arrogant, spoilt little entitled twats, the Gangster Brigade, the little light-fingered weasels. They're a nightmare and a hazard. Then again, I've had issues with those who think the public roads are a racetrack. Those that like to overtake at 125 mile an hour coming within 10 inches of you. I've been in the centre lane on a motorway in the middle of overtaking, and they come out their fast lane and swerve into mine at crazy speeds just to spook you, I guess. Seriously, it's only happened 2 or 3 times. I have nothing but pure hate for those that do that for a laugh. That's crazy dangerous. You gotta stay happy days. Be Fonzie, man. Hey, let that fool go kill themselves, not you. Learn the art of meditation in motion. Be the monk on a motorcycle, the Buddhist biker. You are worth more than a moment's anger for a fool. Remember tomorrow, a new dawn. As I write this, I'm sitting on my roof terrace. The sun has just fallen out of sight, leaving the sky a ridiculous palette of blues, purple, orange, pink and gold. I hadn't been watching the sunset. Lisa and I had just eaten dinner up here. She had cleared the table and gone down to wash up as I started writing this narration. The thought came to me as I ate. I must have been writing for over an hour now, completely missing the sunset. But for that last brief moment before dark, I stopped writing and watched those colours float away into the shadow of night. It was breathtaking, something so powerful yet so peaceful and graceful. It really made me smile because it was like someone had just confirmed what I'd been writing about. There are things we would miss. If you give in to anger, the sunset will not be yours. Instead, you fast forward to the dark, the black, the night. The night is long and cold. It's only April. Until the sun fell away, I had my shirt off. It was that warm. A real surprise for April in England. But there you have it. Now it's dark. I've wrapped up. Maybe it's time to wrap this up. I don't know how much I've written or how long or short this rant will be. But remember tomorrow. She may be a beauty, but you got to be there to find out. Remember tomorrow. Let the hate pass on. Send them a smile, pay no mind. Give them no second thought. Let it go. Remember tomorrow. Get up early and watch the sunrise. Thank her for coming. Thank her for burning. Thank the world for turning. Thank yourself for learning. P.S. I didn't write this for you. I wrote it for me. I have a 3-second fuse. I'm so easily triggered. Someone parked across my garage door once, blocking me from getting my motorcycle out. I ripped all of the door handles off the car. I tore them off, I pounded the roof and the bonnet. I was screaming up at the surrounding apartments. I had no idea whose car it was. I mean, they should not have parked there. I have 2 signs on the garage door saying 24-hour access, blah blah. But I reacted too fast. I could have knocked on a few doors first. A few curtains twitched, a few blinds tilted, but no one came down. I took a deep breath and refrained from caving in the windows and letting the handbrake off and pushing the car into a wall. I really badly wanted to do it, but I calmed myself. Just as I was about to walk off, I saw a note behind the windscreen of the car with no door handles. It read, "Nurse on emergency call, delivering a baby at number 63. No, it didn't. It said, "Any probs, call Alan on 076654 blah blah." Well, I never rung Alan. Instead, I left him a note with a telephone number. It wasn't my telephone number, but the number for Fortune Garden, the local Chinese takeaway. I thought he might need cheering up on the way home. I went home to my house and realised I needed to change. Well, I'm trying, man. I'm really fucking trying. Remember tomorrow.